Hello, friends. Making things with paper today. I am so excited about this card that we're making. You just hang out here. I'm going to put something in front of you, something beautiful. Let me run across the room and get the card. I took it over here to take a picture of it. All right, Susie, can you hear me? I have my headphones in and I don't know how that's going to affect the video, so just tell me if you can hear me or not. Hi. Um, Give me a thumbs up and let me know if you can hear what I'm saying. Okay, good. All right, so we're going to make this drapery fold card today. It's really cool, and one of the main reasons I wanted to show you how to make it is I saw it on Facebook, and I just said, oh my gosh, showing that with all the different designer series papers right now is fantastic. So I really, because we have a designer paper sale that ends July 31st, I want you to really get out your designer paper and make some of these drapery fold cards. Okay. By the way, this is black ink on my fingers. I promise my hands aren't dirty with mud. It's just, I worked with black ink earlier. Okay, so we're on our Christmas in July, and so I'm challenging you to figure out things that aren't maybe typically Christmas. So this is the planted root bloom where you're planted designer paper, and I'm actually going to make this make a card using the wild paper. I love this for Christmas because it's kind of got a red green situation going on. Of course, you don't have to make a Christmas card, but I'm just Christmas in July. That's what I'm doing. I'm loving it. Okay, now, so what you're going to do is you're going to start first by cutting this paper down 6 by 12. Now, be aware when you're cutting your designer paper, if it goes all directions, it doesn't matter. But this card, like I wanted the bricks to be going like this, and so be aware of that when you cut your designer paper, that you want it to go like that, if that makes sense. So, but this paper is very forgiving. Okay, so then we're going to score it at all these score lines: 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, and 10. And when I'm doing that much scoring, I like to get out my scoring tool. Okay, it's the best. I didn't think I needed it until I had it, and I don't know how I ever lived without it. All right, so we go 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, and 10. Okay. All right, so we've got it scored, and then what we need to do is get our trimmer back out because we need to measure. We're going to measure 1 inch in this way, and I'm just going to use a Sharpie. You can do what you want. And then 1 inch in this way. Okay, and then what we're going to do is cut from this 1 inch mark to this one. So you're putting both of your little, it's kind of hard for y'all to see this whole thing. Let me see if I can raise this up a little bit. So we're cutting from here, and then you're going to line up this other score line or mark that you made with the bottom. Okay, so I'm sorry you can't see all that. That's quite a bit in your field there. So then you're just going to take a cut it at a diagonal. So you've actually got enough paper to make 2 cards. Fancy. All right, now what we're going to do is start accordion folding this. Okay, So it really just comes together so easy. Voila. All right. You've got all those score lines, and you're gonna do. Voila. All right, but then we're gonna get our bone folder and really give that a good solid crease. Okay. And then what I like to do is let my tear and tape work for me here. Okay. So I'm gonna put my tear and tape across this whole situation. Did I do that right? Yeah. And then I'm actually going to put tear and tape down here. Now I'm not going to put any tear and tape on this edge. I want it to kind of float free. So, and I'm choosing to do this card on soft succulent. It's such a pretty color. Very nice. And you can decide. I did trim this one off earlier, but I'm going to leave. I think I'm going to trim it off. I kind of like it trimmed off. You can do what you want, but I kind of like that trimmed off. And then I'm going to go ahead and pop my sentiment here at the top. Now I'm using a Christmas set from last winter called Perfectly Plaid, and I'm using this May the Special Season Be Wrapped in Love and Joy. Oh, just remembered I had already stamped in Cinnamon Cider, so I just put Cinnamon Cider in my Evening Evergreen. But luckily, Evening Evergreen is like the black of greens. Okay, so we're going to do that. This seems too tall. It is. Let me trim that down. It needs to be 5 1/4 by 4, and I can see that it's, my brain just said that is not, yeah, I forgot. 5 1/4 by 4. And then we're going to sneak this little Christmas tree in this corner here. Love it. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take this sucker and we're going to stick it right down there. So we're going to pull off our adhesives. And we're going to stick it down there. Go all the way across. Now, it may not meet all the way over. That's fine, because then what we're going to do, I actually decided to put a ribbon, some tear and tape across here, holding that down. And then we're going to grab our Evening Evergreen ribbon, and I just dropped it. There we go. I have lots of it here to play with. And we are going to make a pretty bow. And that's kind of nice because it just sort of hides that edge, like that edge is a little harsh. So we're going to start with it behind. We're going to get it, make sure you've got plenty of ribbon. And we want to tie it over here on this side. Go ahead and tie it over here, but then it just sticks right down to that tear and tape. You could leave the tear and tape off, but I think it kind of gives it a little bit more stability. Oh goodness, that's going to cover up my sentiment there, isn't it? We got to move it over here. Make sure and get your ribbon thaw over to the side, because you don't want to cover up your pretty sentiments. Alrighty. Cool. Alright. Fantastic. Now, all we're going to do here is mount this sucker onto a Evening Evergreen base, which, oh, I put it over here. Where's all my stuff? We're going to put that right down onto an Evening Evergreen base with our stamp and seal, which is right here. Hi, Debbie Wooten. It's good to see you. We are making a, what do you call this? Drapery fold card. Isn't that cool? So these do look a little bit different. I may have gotten off on my score lines there, but again, you've got this cool little drapery situation going here. I think it really focuses on our designer series paper, letting you see the front and the back at the same time. Plus, if you've got a lot of designer series paper to use, you can just use it up because one pack will make let's see, 12, 24 cards. And so you can whip through that pack really fast, make your Christmas cards. Um, and this is a cinnamon cider evergreen with the bloom where you're planted. And this is soft succulent evergreen within the wild. So enjoy. I can't wait to see what you guys make with your drapery fold cards. If you make one, post it to my page. I'd love to see it. And I will give this card away to whoever likes and shares this video with their friends. I'll do a drawing. Okay. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Don't forget the designer paper sale. It ends July 31st. That's coming up. If you have an order of $30 or more with me, then you get 20 free cards. This is a great summer special that I'm running right now. And I mailed them to you in the mail, handmade completed cards. And I just want to show you, these are not cards I'm sending you. These are just cards. This is some swaps that I received. I love to have swap shows when we have our Facebook Lives. But we just have a variety of super cute cards using our new annual catalog. You want to definitely tune in next week because we're going to be doing our new catalog kickoff. So we'll be looking at the holiday catalog, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. So make sure and come back next Wednesday. We're going to have extra fun and wonderful stamping. All right, just some cute little swaps. And I hope you have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.